we operate professionally, okay? So basically the story is like 4 years ago or 5 when we first met. She lived in LA and I was in Houston and she was about to move in with me and we were on the phone and I was like throwing up into a plastic bag. And I was like, oh my God, I need to take a pregnancy test from this like guy. And she was like, okay. And I was like, God, my life is such a movie. And she was like, yeah.
And she loved that.
Yeah.
She does love that.
Yeah.
You knew then
she
you'd
like
be
didn't
fast
give
friends.
a fuck at all. And I was like, cool.
But wait, you think that's her first rodeo?
Fair.
She's like,
Yeah,
this is
fair.
Girl, this is a Tuesday, you know?
Yeah.
Well, just start the podcast, Grace.
Welcome back to Yeah Podcast, everybody. I'm here with my don't talk yet, bitch.
Literally just smiling at you.
I heard your mouth crease, and I'm like, it's not your time to shine.
It was a smile because I'm happy to see. I'm like, look at her go.
Well, you know what? You've got such a giant mouth that you can hear the smile from a mile away.
Oh my God.
Boom. Roasted.
It's an average mouth.
It's a giant one. So don't worry about this person yet. He doesn't exist. Hey, Dulce, how are you?
Hey, Grace.
I'm so glad to be back recording with you here.
Yeah, me too.
Recording the podcast. So much has happened.
Yeah.
All of the holidays.
All of the holidays.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll get to this now. We have a guest.
Oh, boy.
Please welcome.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah,
so
can we
he's
pull up the
best
photo of our
guest.
guest, please? Please welcome Spencer Cavins.
Hi, yeah. I can talk now?
Yes, you
Now's
can talk.
a good
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Yeah, and we're going with that photo, huh?
Okay, here's the thing. Whenever we have a guest, I like to thoroughly stalk them, pull up embarrassing old Facebook statuses, racism, homophobia, rape culture-esque type posts. And with you, I could literally find nothing.
And by that, you just mean like no skeletons. There's plenty out there, but it's all very clean and censored.
There's nothing out there.
You have nothing.
No.
Yeah.
She found one time a guy that was looking at me at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like she
What?
found him. She found his social media and everything. And
Wait,
she
how do you do that? Just from
Exactly. She couldn't find anything on you.
That means a lot.
Wait, hold on. No. How did you find? So you had an image of just some man looking at Dulce.
Well,
okay, we went out to eat for her birthday at this fucking oyster restaurant. 5 stars. Good.
Okay.
Hanks. What's
Hanks.
the name?
It's called Hank's
wait,
Oyster Bar.
was it Hanks?
Right? Have you
Sounds
heard of it?
disgusting.
No, Clark's, not Hanks.
Oh yeah, Clark's is nice. Hank's Oysters.
First off, Hank's Oyster Bar is what I call my pussy. Thanks. Had to get that one in there. Hank's. Okay. Clark's Oyster Bar. We went out there for her birthday. It was fire. And then, we were sitting at the bar because she's like wanting to be cool. She always wants to sit at the bar,
It was packed.
Yeah, but she's a sit at the bar type. She wants a man to come
That's
up.
how you get talked to. No one's going to come and
Period,
bother 2
bitch.
women at their table.
Yeah, but you also get free drinks that way because the bartender's like, oh my God, you're here alone, and everyone feels bad and buys you things.
Just sucking down like 50 oysters by yourself.
Yeah.
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 Dirty martini with oyster juice.
Oh,
I would drink that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
100%.
Actually,
That does
sounds
sound
briny
good.
and
White
lovely.
power
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Okay, so we were sitting at the bar and eating, and then there's just like this guy with the most creepy, beautiful blue eyes we've ever seen. Also,
When you say creep, do you mean creepy like that, or creepy in that they were just?
Well, I mean it in the way that
everyone with blue eyes is creepy.
100%.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
don't have blue eyes.
Yes, you do.
You're wearing
green.
a blue shirt. They change with what you wear.
No, but I have green eyes.
No, you can't say
100% I
that.
have
That's
green
like the whitest shit ever, dude.
They do.
White
Blue eyes like change with because they're not actually blue. It's like a reflection of everything. Look it up. It sounds stupid, but look it up.
I've just met like those white people that are like, oh,
He's like,
my eyes change with my mood. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
those
yeah.
types.
I've never met somebody who said that in my life. But I think you just made that. I think you're thinking of mood rings.
No, people say that. Like, I met this weird guy who was addicted to crack at the bar. Who was
there
like,
you go.
Look, I don't care that he was addicted to crack.
Yes,
he still
we
said
do.
the words.
yeah, but it means nothing because he's on
Yeah, but
crack.
that's not a type of guy. You just described one crack addict who told
I've
you
met
that.
multiple people. You will meet emotional people on the internet who say things like that.
It's not the craziest thing I've heard somebody say. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, correct.
Okay, look.
The
Do I have to
colors in
read
your
it?
environment, including lighting in your clothes, can give the okay.
Illusion. So I've
illusion.
prestiged you into thinking that I have blue eyes.
Yeah, you're capping.
You
right
are
now.
literally wearing all
Yeah.
blue right now.
No, this is green.
Shoes
You guys don't know
count.
what green is.
Shoes do not count in an
Are you-
outfit. Yeah, I
I'm
know you guys
wearing
think
Yes,
that.
they do. They do count in an outfit.
You guys are sneakerheads. Okay.
You
Yeah.
got fucking moccasins. Fucking bitch just watched Killers of the Flower Moon. Now she's coming in with
I
moccasins.
have never seen that movie.
It's good. If you got 4 hours, it's great.
I do definitely
4
have 4 hours.
hours?
Yeah.
Is it really 4 hours long?
It's pretty long.
Okay.
So what happened before 2020? Why is there nothing?
Well, hold on.
on
Hold
you.
on. How did you? Okay, so there's a
Oh,
guy,
the
Blue Eyes White
restaurant
Dragon is
guy.
looking
Listen
at you.
here, you're not going to be a man coming in trying to direct this.
No, I want to hear the story.
Okay.
Finish the story.
I don't
The listener
remember
wants to hear
exactly
the
how I
story.
found him, but like he was at the bar and I remembered him, his face. I went through basically all of this.
He was working at the restaurant.
Oh, okay. Say that. So an
Yeah.
employee at a restaurant you're able to track down.
But he wasn't working then. He was sitting at the
He
bar
was
like he
sitting
had just
at the
gotten off
bar.
work. And he was like eating his shift meal or whatever.
Right.
So I went on this page's Instagram and searched through all of their followers. He wasn't there. Searched their following. He wasn't there.
You're
so
clicking on thumbnails for each of these because
Yeah.
you don't know his name.
Mhm.
We're
And-
at lunch.
And by the way,
Yeah.
hold on. Do you want to see this guy? Are you
no,
interested in
we
this guy?
were like, she was like, you guys keep eye fucking. I'm gonna find him on social media.
So you didn't even ask her to do this. This was
Well,
You
after
wanted
she
to.
started, I was interested.
No, I mean,
so
when
I
it comes to
encouraged
me,
it.
you don't even need to ask. It's already done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, let's go. I've got 4 hours to kill. It only took me like 20 minutes, I think.
that's maybe the most impressive part.
Yeah, it really didn't take long. So
Yeah.
he wasn't on the followers. They weren't following him. So into their tagged photos, and I found like a picture of food, and then I clicked on like tags of the guy who made it, and then I found him.
Wow. Did you do anything with this information?
No.
No.
This is just for the art.
It is for the art of it to say like, yeah, I found this man through nothing.
Yeah. But
Absolutely nothing. And I took it from the ground and brought something from it.
and I didn't want to ruin the fantasy or the story, so I just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
honestly, I
just-
can find anyone, truly.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just the guy that was at the restaurant that Grace found.
His name
Yeah.
was like Sam or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to you.
Mm.
What's going on? Are you in witness protection program?
Is
No.
your dad in the mob?
No.
No,
It's
he
not,
works
it's
for
nothing that
Outdoorsy.
cool. Yeah.
I mean, I know that. Okay.
Let's not plug the good man's company on the pod.
Yeah. You have no posts before 2020.
That's when I made the account. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't scrub it.
Did you
I
move to Austin in 2020?
I moved in 2018. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just didn't have social media. It's really it's that simple. You know what it is? I think a part of it, what it came from, is that you would, like I was on drugs for a long time, and anytime you get clean, you always want to recreate yourself. So I kept making I would make a new. I never Instagram. I didn't make that till 2020, but I would always have like a new Facebook because I'm like, well, I want to scrub my past, but then you just keep fucking up again. So it's like every
Yeah.
year I would end up having to recreate a new Facebook, and eventually I think I just gave up on having any social media at all.
Yeah, you are not an active poster, I will say.
Lately, I've been doing pretty clips to no success.
Well, okay, no,
I've been
you
doing
do
a lot
like
of clips to no success.
No,
lately.
you do clips, but you don't ever post like, oh, like here's me like eating a sandwich.
Why would I?
We want to see it.
Yeah,
Am I
we
right?
wanna
We
see
are
it.
dying to
we
see
want to
it.
see
We
everything.
want to know
Okay.
what's up with Spency.
I have
you know,
7 female followers.
and we are fucking 2 of them.
I
We're the
know,
top
exactly.
2.
Yeah.
Also, it's like no Instagram. Like, how did you get bitches in 2018?
Yeah, what
Like,
did you do?
So it was on dating apps.
Oh, right.
On dating apps, and it was
But-
always a real point of conflict where they'd be like, the number of times I heard this, which was like, I almost didn't come out tonight because I couldn't find you.
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, but they do.
I went
You
You
out
guys
with
find
a
out
guy.
where they do come out.
You met
come
him.
They come every time.
no. Oh, never that. No,
Yeah,
but
no,
they'll show
absolutely.
up. Yeah, I meant they show
Mhm.
up.
Yes.
I don't. They do.
Yeah, I mean, I found a lot of your family. They seem sweet. Where are they located in Washington? I know your dad's here, right? Your dad's here.
What is this? Hot ones? These are
Yeah, okay, bring
Are
in
they
the wings.
located in Washington?
We stalk the guests. Grace does her thing. That's what-
I like to do research. I like to stay informed. You know, how flattering is it to come to a podcast and I bring up your lovely family?
It is nice.
Come on now.
Here's what I want. What made you think they're lovely? Because what you have is names and birth dates. What about that? made
I've
them
seen
feel like-
photos. I've seen Donna. Don't play. I've seen
Oh,
Donna.
you've seen Donna?
Yeah.
Who's
His
Donna?
mom.
That's
Right?
your mom.
Is that your mom?
That's my mom, Donna.
Yeah.
No one lives in Washington. My mom I just started a TikTok so I could post clips on that. And my mom is one of my only followers. And she does, this is the cutest. I didn't like ask her to, she comments on, she'll be my only comment.
She's your only fan.
Yeah, she's my only fan. She'll comment but she likes to comment as if she's not my mom because I think she's aware enough that would be embarrassing. So she just goes like, wow, just saw this. I love the way that you interact with the crowd. I'm looking forward to seeing a whole lot more of you. It's just like, and it's from just like Flowers 61. It's adorable.
My God.
No photo, no post, following 5,000 accounts.
Oh my God.
And it's
She's
all
just scrolling through and clicking follow on everybody.
It's just black TikTok reaction videos. You know those videos where it's just a black guy laughing with like stand up in the background?
Yeah, or like a cooking video and he's
That's
like,
what
this
she
doesn't have
likes?
any seasoning.
Yeah. It's that. She sends them to me all the time. It's like, isn't this
That's
a hoot?
cute.
And it's just like a black kid trick or treating. And I'm like, I guess that's a hoot.
Yeah. I thought they lived in Washington.
I grew up in that's
Okay.
common misconception.
I checked arrest records.
Oh yeah, you found some stuff there.
No.
Oh, cool.
I couldn't find anything.
My mom lives in Palm Springs now. She moved like 2 years ago.
Well, I didn't check her arrest records, just yours.
Well, I just more answering the first question about Washington.
Has she been arrested?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything for you, so you've been expunged, clearly.
Of
That's good.
everything. I think you're a robot.
And you can go along with your day knowing you have no arrest record made to somewhat public.
That is good. That used to be the first thing that would show up because here's the downside to not having social media. If a girl did search me by first and last name, there was only a few things. One would be arrest record in Seattle. Nothing. It was like I got a DUI and I had some minor and possession charges.
Heroin.
No.
They're like, I'm going on a date
No,
with
you're
a
not
guy
allowed to
tonight.
have heroin when you're 21 and older. They don't call it a minor in possession. It's just felony drug possession.
Going on a date tonight, he just had a small carrying of heroin.
Minor in possession of heroin.
Yeah. It's like, are you okay?
It's like a lesser charge.
Yeah.
No, but that's all that comes up because there's no like Instagram or Facebook that comes up. So that would come up on dates is like, yeah, so like you got a DUI 9 years ago. Like that's the only thing
They would say
know.
that.
They would do that.
That's come up, yeah.
That is bold.
Girls do that?
I usually
Really?
won't
Yeah.
bring up anything else to
Just,
talk
it's
about.
like, yeah, absolutely. They will find it good. Do you have one?
I just
Record?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That is
What?
the most
But you
surprising
told me
thing
that
I've heard
I
all
didn't have-
day.
Yeah. It was a different guy. Yeah. That's what I said too.
No, it was a girl.
No, I mean,
Oh,
on the
that
record,
was, dude, you
if
killed
I
that
search
shit.
anything, I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'll
Yeah.
just see how you act
Yeah.
and maybe ask like, "Oh, have you ever like gotten arrested before?" And then if you lie, then I'll know.
Yeah, you got to catch him in the lie. You can't bring it
Yeah.
up. That's
I
no
mean, what a
fun.
stupid lie to catch me and us just having drinks and her dangling my keys being like, it sure would be fun to go on a drive right now. I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'll Uber. Are you sure? And start sliding them
Have
over
you ever
to
done
me.
this before? No, but it is fun to catch them in a lie because then you know that they'll lie for the rest of their relationship.
Yeah, for
with
the
you.
love of the game.
Like
Yeah.
you guys don't.
No,
No.
that's my problem.
You don't lie at all in a relationship? Even little lies.
It's hard. Like you'll know I'm lying.
Mm.
Like you know when I'm lying.
Right, because
yeah.
your tone changes so much based on the emotions that you're feeling that it's so
Oh,
You're just
he
an
killed
open
that.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, and I can't look people in the eye if I'm lying. I can't look you in the eye, so then you'll know.
You know, that's happened more as I've gotten older. I used to, which is such like a gross thing to pride yourself on, but I used to really like pride myself on being like an expert manipulator. I'm sure it comes from the drug thing. It's just like you.
It comes
get
from
so
the
used to-
male thing.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
yeah.
let's not do that. No,
And you know what? I could totally see you being a manipulator.
not now. When I was younger, sure, but like now I get nervous in a lie. And I never had that before, but like my heart's racing, my like palms will get sweaty, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Arm
Yeah.
spaghetti, mom
I
spaghetti.
feel like
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
be a debt collector.
What is this? Why would I be a debt collector?
Oh, I got a good one for
I
you.
watched this movie once where the girl was a debt collector, and I just felt like
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good movie. I love that
her.
bitch.
Me
God,
too.
she's so good.
She's cool.
She's good.
And
Okay.
she reminds me of you.
What
Zoe?
what about?
Just like, I feel like you could manipulate people into doing things.
Here's the thing. I could totally see you in like an opening sequence of a movie. You wake up, you do your like fake smile in the mirror. You put on your like cheap suit that low-key looks expensive. You drive your car that you like scammed old people's money. Like you got the old people's money and you bought yourself a nice car and like they're dying and you're happy, you know, because it's all about you.
Oh my God.
And you go to your job and you clock in and you call the people and you go, well, Miss Edna, we're going to have to cut off your electricity if you don't pay your debt. And then she's like, oh my God. And you're like, but I'll give you 10% off because you're so nice. And she's like, okay, I'll pay my debt. And you hang up and you just laugh and there's money signs all around you. And then you go home and you beat your girlfriend. And,
oh my God.
And then you have a baby and you name the baby after you. It's Spencer Jr. And the girlfriend goes away. You raise the baby. And then one day the baby wakes up just like you, ready to go in for the debt collector job. Movie end.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, good movie.
Good movie.
I will say, all I caught is that you said I raised the baby, and a lot of men don't do that. So I think that's pretty good.
That was a different
Well, you had
take.
to because you manipulated your girlfriend to death.
I thought I beat her to death.
Yeah,
Ugh, damn, plot holes.
I'm a bad listener. I heard she left him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The girlfriend leaving doesn't matter because you never really loved her anyways.
Oh, I didn't. But
No.
I love the kid.
Yeah, because you're a narcissist.
And the kid's a piece of me.
Yeah, and it's a guy. It's a boy, kid. If it was a
Oh my
girl,
God.
you wouldn't care. Right?
No, opposites. I could handle having like an illegitimate child right now, like an out of wedlock child. If it was a girl, I would love a single dad. I'd learn how to do the French braid, the whole thing. What I don't want is a son. I just don't want to.
You can French braid?
I would learn how to.
Oh,
I would
It's
watch
hard.
YouTube, but no, I can't
Let me
now.
tell you right now.
You should learn so you can braid my hair.
I would love if we could make that the podcast, and I just learn how to French braid.
There's
I would do
come
that.
back.
there are YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come
I
back
can't
and
do
braid
it.
my hair.
You know what I don't want though is and I'm sure some of this is me just like projecting who I was at that age. But when I look at boys really between the ages of like 8 and 25, they're repulsing.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
Just
get
having
that.
like a son with his like his little knees and his hair, but also thinking he's the shit. Like he
Yes.
spits when we're walking. That would really bother me. But
Yeah.
a well-behaved girl, you know, like a nice like Chinese girl, I could do that.
A Chinese
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
I totally get what you
A
mean. Like
smart
when I
girl.
see like a 10-year-old boy, like who's like super pale and he's got his like trendy flippy hair.
No,
and
yes.
And he's like,
yeah.
my name's Ryder. It's like, kill yourself. You know what I mean? Like you need to kill yourself. Get the fuck out of here. What do you want to play basketball at the middle school? Like
Right.
die.
Yeah.
Like that's horrible.
I know, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Rider your hoverboard over a cliff.
Oh,
Oh,
More like
wow.
period. I guess that leads us to another question.
Which
Gay
one?
son or thought daughter?
mm.
Gay son for me.
Ooh, gay son. It's funny because I just said all that stuff about a boy.
Yeah.
Not wanting one,
That's
but
the
I
perfect
think-
question.
I think him being gay would actually nullify a lot of the things I don't like about a young boy.
True. But then here's the thing: you love your son, and you know that people are gonna make fun of him forever for being gay or like discriminate against
Not
him.
now. I mean, depends on where I raise him, but probably not.
Well, let's be honest. You're gonna be living in like Oklahoma in your later years of
Oklahoma?
life. Yeah.
Why am I living there?
You have this like crazy idea of Spencer. in
Yeah, I don't
your head.
understand. Am I a master manipulator who's just bound to make a fortune, or am I a loser living in Oklahoma with my gay son? Which one is it?
You're projecting. I think she's talking about her ex-boyfriend right now.
I'm such a creative mind. It's changing all the time. With everything you say, I'm planning a new life for you.
I think thought daughter would be really hard because I'm trying to imagine like being one of your dads. And I just feel like I would have a really tough time with that.
Oh
Guys.
my God.
I really wish I got laid as much as people think I do.
100%. Yeah.
That would be cool.
That's amazing.
Did you guys get laid in high school though?
No.
Kind of. Like I was, okay, me in high school, like I was a hoe, but I wasn't getting laid. Like I wanted to.
I know what you
You
mean.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, like oh my God, but nobody was fucking me at all.
Yeah.
Period.
So you were a man.
Yeah, that you're describing most of our high school
Yeah.
experiences as
Yeah.
men. Yeah.
I mean, like I slept with this like Native American dude on Xanax a few times.
Wow.
So
On Xanax specifically.
yes.
Yeah.
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 I think that's why he was able to do it.
I was
Just
fat.
you two pilled out on a buffalo pelt, having sex under the stars. That's beautiful.
On peyote. what'd you
Was
say?
that your virginity?
No.
Oh.
My virginity was with this guy who wore bucket hats. But God, we've talked about him so much on the podcast. We can't spend another minute on him.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
more interested in the Native American. Did he make sure none of the pussy went to waste?
Oh
Like he
my
used the
God.
whole thing.
No, he definitely left pussy to be spared. Let's put it that way. What
Yeah,
were you gonna
we'll
say?
do that.
Wow.
We will do that.
I don't remember,
Oh.
dude.
How did you lose your virginity? What was the situation?
I said I was fat in high school. That's what I
Oh.
said. Yeah, so I wasn't getting laid.
Oh.
But
that has never seemed to stop anybody. I don't think that's why.
Oh, it stops him.
yeah,
Really?
especially back in the day.
Well, it depends on your standards. I remember what my sister was fat in not in high school, but she
Is
like
this
got
Brooke?
yeah, she got fat in college. And she would complain that she can't get a date, and then it's like, yeah, all the guys you like are on the UCLA like water polo team. Like that's not a match generally, you know?
Yeah. No one liked me.
Mm.
I'm serious. Anyway, I did date this guy for 4 years, like at the end of high school, and that's who took my virginity. R.I.P.
R.I.P. What
Yeah.
about you? How did you lose yours?
I was 14, and
Oh
it
my
was
God.
it was my
Slut behavior.
I had braces.
This is a gay thought son over here. you hit the
It was a girl.
jackpot.
It was a girl. We were dating, and it was a big deal. I knew that I was going to lose my virginity that night. So it was like a talked about thing. She had told me like the weekend
Mhm.
before when we were like dry humping. She was like, I'm ready. And I got really excited. I was like, now? And she goes like, no, not now. We're at my cousin's house, but like we'll plan a time. So my parents had gotten a divorce, and my dad had a condo that he was never at, and I had a key to it. So I knew the night it was going to be a Friday night, and we were going to meet up there and have sex. And I wore a scarf. I had a friend of mine come over and bring me quote unquote fancy clothes. I remember asking for fancy clothes. He brought over
What?
no less than a dozen scarves for me to choose from. I chose a green one.
Is this
Is
Tom
your friend
Haverford
gay?
from Parks and Rec?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
what?
mobile haberdashery that he brought over to my place. He dressed me like a Kingsman.
Yeah.
And we went over there, and I was just doing way too much. I was trying to be really romantic at 14, and I made her pasta. I've never cooked in my life. So it was noodles, and then I like heated up the sauce, and we had like what I thought was like a fine Italian meal. And then this is the best part. I played music.
Oof.
And I played Crash by Dave Matthews on repeat because I knew that song, I thought it was so romantic, and it was about sex. That's all like crash into me, baby. And so when I come into you. And so we had sex to Crash.
Wow.
Yeah. And I blow her mind.
That is like one of the things that like you hear like a douchey character say on a TV show. You know, and I can't even laugh right now. Like you put on a scarf and had sex to Dave Matthews? Like that's really
well,
insane.
no, the scarf came off.
No,
you
just fucked with
everything came off.
No, just fuck her with the scarf on only.
I'm gonna be completely honest. When you first brought up scarf, I thought you tied a scarf around your waist.
What?
And then like revealed like your dick. And you were like,
oh my Aladdin? No.
Like, yeah, you showed
neck.
up with like a what is it? Like
I wanted to look nice for her.
like a cloth
That's
over
nice.
Yes.
Grace,
A loincloth.
Grace has a funny take on things. Like one time we came to a diaper party, like for a baby.
Sure.
Like,
The one
and-
here. Yeah.
Yeah. And
not what I was imagining at
she
all.
literally thought that people were gonna be wearing diapers.
That's what yeah.
Yeah.
You thought that too,
But
right?
only in the context of you two being there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. But she kept being like, really? You bought diapers? I was like, yeah, I'm bringing them. And she's like, I can't believe you would do this. And yeah, she thought
when
it
you
was-
say diaper party, guys, what the hell?
I didn't know what it was before this either.
Yeah. Did you think people were gonna wear diapers?
You know,
You really have to think about that.
I
It's
don't
a
remember
yes or
what I
no
thought.
question.
I'll be honest. I know I didn't bring diapers. I just know that I showed up.
God.
I was like, Darren, I like you, but we're not that close. You know?
I remember being like, dude, Dulce's like into fashion. Like, she's really gonna wear a fucking diaper? Like, that's insane.
I love that that's into fashion, but me wearing a scarf was just the craziest thing.
Yeah, men should never wear
because
scarves.
you guys were
I mean-
inside.
Not between the car and the door to the place.
I
was
want to
outside
know.
for a second.
So was this like a sports jacket, white t-shirt, scarf situation?
Button up shirt.
Button up?
Yeah. I'll be honest. Can I tell you something? Corduroy pants.
Oh.
Corduroy
And this was
pants.
during the 80s, right?
Yeah, this is 89. Yeah. White snake jacket.
Love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, that is really beautiful.
There are worse
Mine-
losing your virginity story. You know what I mean?
That's
Like that's an
true.
embarrassing one, but like at least like to her, actually she wasn't a virgin actually, but to me that was a nice.
Damn.
Yeah,
And
at
she
like
was
12.
14.
At 12.
Shut
yeah.
up.
No, swear to God. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were having sex with a 12-year-old. I was
No,
like, oh
no,
my God.
No.
You shouldn't admit that. You know what I mean?
No, but I remember me thinking at like even at 14, I was like, this girl's gonna blow my mind. Like she's so sexually experienced. I was like nervous because I was like, she's had sex, but then now it's like just with another 12-year-old, you know. I know. You know, it's really gross now because now we've established we were all, well, you and I were sexually active when we were, I mean, kids, you're a kid,
Yeah.
even if you're in high school. And I've been noticing like, I had to go to the mall because I was doing some like last minute Christmas shopping and I see these like young couples because that's where you would go hang out. And I guess they still do that. You go hang out at the mall. There's no parents. You can kind of walk around with whatever cash they gave you and get a pretzel. I don't know what the fuck you do. But I'm watching like teenagers making out. And I'm like, this is like the grossest thing I've ever seen.
100%.
But then I remembered that I like fingered my 14-year-old girlfriend at King Kong and the people in front of us had to move up a few rows.
Oh my God.
Because there wasn't like volume control. And I'm like, we were all part of the problem. We've all been there and just had to discuss
We've all been there, guys.
every adult around us.
It is gross. Like I'll do like 14 or 15-year-old girls' hair now. And they'll be talking to me and I'm like, yeah, you're too young to be having sex. Like, what was I doing? Like, this is weird.
They talk to you
Yeah.
about sex stuff?
They'll talk to me about having a boyfriend. And then I remember like, oh yeah, I lost my virginity at that age. And I'm like, these are children.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Like they'll say things like, oh, I found out that my boyfriend sent an ab pic to another girl. And I'm like,
Ew. See, now imagine being that guy's parent and like your son sending your gangly little loser
Ew.
son who you know he's been playing Minecraft all Saturday afternoon and then he's taking ab pics.
Yeah.
I'd beat him
Yeah.
over the head with a Roblox. What's
Yeah,
a
that-
Roblox? I don't know what a Roblox is.
I can't judge though. I was doing crazy stuff. So
yeah.
Like what?
when I was doing like ecstasy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I was 14, like going
That
to
was the best.
concerts,
Yeah.
smoking, sneaking out. Yeah.
Man,
I
so
was
you were all
being
pilled out and
crazy.
shit and you still couldn't get anyone to fuck you, huh?
Oh my God.
Wild. They say we take advantage,
No,
but
there
like
was
easy
there
mark.
was an event that happened when I was 14, so that ruined it for me.
I'm sure it's super
um,
funny and something you want to talk about on the pod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So funny and
funny.
good. Yeah.
It was Halloween night.
Mm.
Yeah, it really was though. No, I was 16. I was in Montrose.
That's the best place to lose your virginity.
We
in
also
Houston.
planned it. It was he played a Taylor Swift song for me
Oh,
on his guitar.
man after my own. Oh, not on speakers. He played it.
No, that's like king shit.
and sang it.
What song?
Mine by Taylor Swift.
He said, "Your pussy is mine, bitch."
No, literally.
I love that.
And then he made me food, flowers. Then we hooked up.
That's
That was
beautiful.
it.
He made you flowers, huh?
He made me flowers.
That's really
He
sweet.
bought them and made them.
Mine's like a ghetto story.
He took my flower.
He took
and
your
he
flower
gave
and
me
gave you
some.
some. That's poetic justice.
hmm
I definitely planned mine, but not even in a fun way. Like it was like summer and we lived on like opposite sides of Houston. So we were in a long distance relationship. It's like
Yeah.
40
True.
miles away
Yeah.
and I didn't drive and I guess he did, but he wasn't willing to drive to me.
Mm.
So, like I was like messaging him like, hey, can you hang out next weekend? And he's like, yeah, I guess. Why? What's up? And I was like, you're going to take my virginity finally. And he's like, oh, cool. And he's like, I always forget that you are a virgin. And he's like, what's your favorite position? And I was like, any, haha.
She's like, please.
Yeah. Whatever you're willing to do. And so I had my sister drive me over there. Like his parents were gone for the day. So she drove me over at like 9 a.m. And yeah, it happened. It was like super underwhelming. And we were listening to Amber by 311. And then afterwards he goes, just so you know, we're not like dating or anything now.
Oh, how quickly after busting did he say that?
Minutes.
Really?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Amber was still playing.
Amber was still playing because the sex only lasted like a minute or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song had like 3 more minutes in it.
Oh, no.
No, Grace will tell you these stories about people and then she'll like invite them out when we're out. And then,
That's fucked up.
And then she's like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are we hanging out with them?
Yeah. Like when my prom date, like didn't bring me a flower to prom and like left me. And then I was like, yeah, we're going out with to a bar with him tonight. Like we're totally cool.
This is something that you guys are very different in this way. So you'll forgive people these slights and then still spend time with them. If you slight Dulce, she won't even talk to somebody who shares your same name.
But I'm like that too.
She's
also.
literally been sending me screenshots of guys who just have a name of a guy that she doesn't like anymore. And we'll just be like, fuck this guy. And it's like, it's a common name.
I said based on name alone, no.
No, absolutely. But you know what?
Really?
I've rejected 3.
3 with that name?
3 with that name and no more.
No more. It's
Wow.
one of the worst
For me.
names.
I can't believe you rejected 3
changed-
people with the name Justin Essenmacher. That is crazy.
Dude. He's engaged. You can't be saying that.
Yeah. Oh my God, are they engaged?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, congrats.
That's cute.
No, but and you can attest to this. When I hold a grudge, it's a hard one.
We're actually have it switched.
She will forgive now. Yeah.
I rarely hold a grudge. I hate that guy because he pretended I'm not a person. So now he's not a person to me either.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the rudest thing you can do.
Oh, 100%.
Like if you see me out on the street, you say hi. Like, come on. Be
give
a
a head
man.
nod,
Yeah.
I will hold a grudge to the death for the
That's
smallest
true.
thing.
You know what? Now I'm remembering that is true.
Yeah. I was like, he's got it totally mixed up. Like,
yeah.
There's a guy who at a 420 party in high school said one comment to me about like something about like some weight joke. Never forgave him.
Never.
I never spoke to him again. Ever. Ever. He's tried many times. I still won't do it. Over 10 years later.
There's a comic who did that to you that it's funny because now I'm thinking about it and there's been times where it's like I'm in a picture with some person and it is wild how many people you have like distinctly bad taste with. And there was one comic and you replied, ew, he's so gross. I hate him. He looks like a black praying mantis.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
Yeah,
I think it was
dude.
the same thing. He made one joke. I asked you the story. I was like, this guy must have, maybe they dated. He like really fucked her over. And you're like, no, he like made a comment to me once at an open mic. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Yeah, well, no, we did a show together. You were there, right? It was the show on the top of the roof in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I get off stage, there's like 4 people in the audience, and he goes, oh, give it up for Grace. Oh, do you keep like coins in your fupa or something? And everyone was like, and I was like, and that was it.
Why? I will say.
That was it.
People come up to me and they're like, can you tell Grace to forgive me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do. I will say
Yeah.
it's one of the things that I think is like one of the most off-putting things about comedians is that when you're not friends with them yet, but they want to try to like roast you or riff with you in a way that's like denigrating. It's like, that's totally fine. If we're friends, if we've even hung out and done a couple shows together, I'm open to it. But I don't know. Comics seem to think that's like an acceptable way to communicate.
Well,
It's like,
I
I don't
think-
even like or respect you yet. So it just feels rude.
Well, I think
People
we've-
do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has probably all happened to every comic. And yeah, when you're doing a show and you get off and the person after you goes up and they make some weird joke about you and they don't know you at all and like the crowd doesn't even laugh, you're like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like
The worst is because I'll do that. I'll make fun of the comic before the worst is when it bombs. I remember one time, now Nat Rogachevsky and I are good friends, but I went and I roasted him after we're doing it was like a co-headlining thing. And he went first and then me. And I immediately just started just saying that he was so fat, he's on death's door. Like just immediately talking about how fat he is. And I like the crowd loved him. Like he had just done really well. So they're not laughing at all. And Nat is just in the back cackling. Because there's nothing better than watching someone try to roast you but the crowd really liked you. So it doesn't work and it bombs. And that's like the best feeling in the world. And I've been on both sides of that.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
true.
Yeah. I literally did a show like 2 nights ago and I had a really good set. And then Trey comes up after me and he's like, give it up for Wednesday Addams Sandler. And the crowd was just like,
It's just not a very
and
good
we're
quote.
like, okay. Like,
You just have black hair.
That's so right.
Yeah.
One time I did Zod's roast and everyone was calling me dumb, like on the panel, on the whatever. And after I went up, all the dumb jokes were not working. And I was like, haha.
Let's go.
yeah, that's the best.
the
Yeah, it's
best.
just so awkward when people try and then it bombs. That's like even worse.
Mhm.
You're like, I wouldn't be mad if people laughed, but then they don't, and it makes it horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he can go fuck off and die. I will hold.
I don't even know who we're talking about. At
We're
this
talking
point.
about the
Me
evil
neither.
praying mantis.
Oh, he can fuck off.
Yeah,
and
he
die.
can fuck off and die.
Who is the evil Oh, he said crazy shit to me too.
Yeah,
one
he's
time.
Really?
a fucking weirdo.
Mine was worse. He's hosting. I go up, then I get off, and then he goes, no, before I go on, he's like, give it up for the next comic. She's a woman, so this is really hard for them.
Wild.
All this. I'm like, okay. So I just go up, do my set, whatever. And then I get off and he's like, damn, because I talk about like not having, like using condoms with white guys or something in my set. And then he's like, yeah, we could have a mixed baby. I want to come on your hand tattoos. And I was like, what the fuck?
I love that your black voice kind of just sounds like a deaf person.
Stop!
Yeah, we should have. We should have a baby.
That is not. That's my
We could have a
him
baby.
impression.
Hey, what's up, Playboy? That's what
He
you just
does
said.
talk like that, dude.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, that is
That's
an
him.
example of a person who thinks that they're so funny they can say anything and people will
Mhm.
laugh, and it's like, no, bitch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Incredible. I will be holding that grudge.
He
till
looks
the
like
death.
homeless leukemia.
Homeless leukemia?
Yeah.
Like a homeless guy with leukemia that hasn't found a home.
leukemia that hasn't found a home
Oh,
yet.
really?
Yeah.
A
Haven't
leukemia
found a
without
good
a host?
Yeah. She gets me. She
Oh, I
gets
get
me.
you, girl.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Should we talk about top news?
Okay, so I don't want to sound crazy.
No.
I'll just preface this by saying that, but all of my like TikToks and reels that I see now are almost on like a conspiracy theory type thing. Like obviously Epstein's list, crazy guys. But now there's this whole thing going on where a couple days ago in Miami at a mall, 200 cops showed up to the scene where it was reported that teens were fighting, but everyone at the mall said that there were 8-foot tall aliens there. I'm not saying I
Like-
believe this.
I know. I'm listening. Yeah.
I'm saying people that were there have shared their accounts and that they saw 8-foot to 10-foot tall, like gray beings like walking around. And that's why 200 cops showed up. And that like people that were there were like trying to shoot at them with their own like personal carried like guns.
8 like gray beings.
Yeah. Like 8
And
to
they
10
took.
foot
They
tall.
didn't take videos, or their phones like stopped working.
Apparently the phone stopped working.
Stop.
And like all of the security footage has been wiped by the mall. That's why nobody can see anything.
So it's just a bunch of separate eyewitness testimonies saying
yeah.
it was 8 foot tall.
Yeah. They were like, it literally.
It'd be funny
one
to
of the-
find out it was just Victor Wembanyama getting in a fight with
What?
getting in a fight with his girlfriend.
Who the fuck is Victor Wembanyama?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh my God, it's the most exciting
Who?
draft prospect. It's his first year in the
Oh my
league.
God.
San Antonio
What?
Spurs.
What fucking
Victor
sport?
Wembanyama. Basketball. I just said Spurs. I've taken you to a Spurs game.
Victor
You told me you were a
Wembanyama?
fan.
No, I told you I like going to games.
He's like a 7. I think it's like 7'6". Incredibly tall French basketball player. Anyway.
Okay, well, so the cops are saying, oh, we were like dispatched out there because it was teenagers fighting. But then why did 200 separate police cars pull up to the scene? And there's pictures of all 200 there. And then a video account of this guy. Now, this one sounds crazy. He was like, I was there. Basically, how it started is there was these teenagers in a group and they had this kind of like DVD. This is where it gets crazy. Like DVD kind of thing and they opened it and they think it opened a realm. Yeah, I'm just going off what these people are saying. And that these fucking creatures stepped out and took over the mall.
And who's saying this?
This is a guy like that was there. He's like,
can I just ask, is this another crack addict who just was giving his take on what he thought he saw happen?
He did look a little cracky.
Yeah, okay, they always do.
But guys, if this is true, 1, scary, 2, awesome. Can we talk about that?
But why would they go to the mall? That's like the funniest place to go.
I mean,
they just wanted pretzels. And I think they should give it to them.
Yeah, they wanted to try Auntie Anne's pretzels for their first meal on Earth.
Dude.
I don't blame them.
They risked it all for that.
Well, maybe if you didn't know any better, if you were just basing it off of like observation, maybe you would think that the mall's like the most important place in the world.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a large gathering of people. There's lots of like electricity there. I don't know. I'm assuming the aliens are fueled by electricity. I don't think that's crazy. I think they need electricity to live. That's just my opinion, though.
I heard there's like a type of aliens that gets high off of us. So they like to chill on Earth.
You heard that? You heard that there's a type that does that?
Yeah. And by heard, I mean, you know, with boys doing LSD for hours.
Yeah. Eli Halpern told you that there's...
No, actually, I used to do that before.
Yeah.
But they did act like him. Yes.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do with any of this information when this.
I don't think the aliens would take you.
Like they wouldn't have me, or like they couldn't take me.
I think they would take you. They would use you as a specimen. They will say, he has the biggest ears we've ever seen.
No, and by ears we mean balls.
And by balls we definitely mean ears.
No, and by ears we mean penis. Yeah, maybe that would make sense.
And then so I think that's a really cool story. I would want to know if that's true, but then a lot of people in the comments are saying like, oh, this is a distraction from Epstein's list.
It could be.
But like, what a wild distraction, bro. Like aliens.
Grace, what do you think about Stephen Hawking being on the list?
I mean, yeah.
I think
you knew it.
His whole thing was that he was a pervert throughout his life. He cheated on all of his wives, or maybe he only had one wife, but he would fuck all his nurses. Yeah. He was like a sex deviant. Is
he fucking anything at that point?
Or I don't know what he's doing, if there's writing his keyboard or whatever the fuck it is. But he...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust. I meant bust. Wrong key.
Asterisk bust. Yeah, no, so he was like horny throughout his life, so I don't think it's crazy that he would do that.
But does your penis work at that point, or...
I mean,
shit, mine would.
Yeah, if I was Stephen Hawking, I'd still be fucking. I don't know how disabled people have sex. I think that's a conversation for another time. But
you got internet on this thing, right?
I'm wondering what to pull up right now. I actually heard that his penis did work.
Okay,
I don't have a source.
I sent you a video about the aliens. But I think if it did work or didn't, he probably just likes to watch people have sex or see like
no. But stuff. This is the thing that they're saying. Stephen Hawking did seem so absurd to me, because they're not saying that he went there to have sex. They're saying that he wanted to watch midgets solve complex math problems on a chalkboard that's too high. And that
to
just
me,
seems
that does make sense. Like he's the smartest man in the world, and people are obsessed with power.
Yeah, it's a power thing. Mm-hmm. He just wants, and they took him on a submarine, which is pretty cool. I would go to the submarine.
But
that's be honest. What? Would you solve complex math problems for Stephen Hawking on a chalkboard too high for you?
For money?
I'm 5'5".
I know. Too high. We'd just raise a little higher than for the others.
Would I do it? Of course.
Yeah. Just for the story? Or would you need... Like, if you knew that was giving him something, and you have one of the smartest people in the world or whatever, would you do it?
Yeah, I would just ask him for money.
How much?
To solve an equation? That's
hard for me.
Just to attempt
be
an
there.
equation.
I never passed algebra. So I don't think he would like me. He wouldn't be sexually attracted to me, because long equation... too much.
No, but I think that's the part that he
long
liked.
division.
Yeah, he wants you to be dumb.
Oh.
That was his doming
then
you.
I
He doesn't
could get-
want you to get out of the ropes.
Oh, I could get a lot of money from him then because I'm terrible at math.
Ooh, I wonder if it was a thing like you can leave when you've solved the equation.
What about
That's like their saw trap.
200,000
Yeah.
for one equation?
Period.
What?
Done.
I would go
You do
all the
it
way
too.
to an island and I see
I'd
I see all their
suck his cock.
faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth it.
100%.
They would give it.
I want to play a little game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100% you can leave when you finish the equation type beat for sure. I think it's a power thing, and that's also one of the reasons like people are like pedophiles. It's like power.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know.
Okay.
People are creepy. Here's my thing about the list though. Everyone's like, oh, all these people are pedophiles. And I'm like, I'm not being a devil's advocate, but just because you were there does not mean you fucked children. Be
That's
real.
true.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's bad that you were there, but I don't think Cameron Diaz is having sex
I don't
with
know though.
children.
It's kind of the thing where it's just you can infer it. It's like I know if you went to Disneyland, you had a turkey leg.
No, because
Okay.
You're not gonna go to Disneyland and not have a jumbo turkey leg.
I've gone plenty of times without having a turkey leg.
No, you got to change the
That's
metaphor.
what they're
It's,
saying.
you can't go to the Renaissance Fair without having a turkey leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Huh?
Moonshine the drink?
Yeah.
They sell it at the Renaissance
Of
Fair?
course, the crazy people make it and they sell it to you, and it
Okay.
has like cinnamon sticks in it, and it gets you super fucked up. Fun fact.
Amazing. I never knew this. My idea of how the island works in my mind is like, oh, all these rich people are coming and they're partying, and then in the back rooms in the shadows, that's where the bad stuff is happening.
Yeah, like the men doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's just like people fucking underage people everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I wish Lost was still going on so that this could have been the ending.
Oh.
Like they're always trying to discover like what's the meaning of the island? And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're supposed to fuck kids here.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
But Stephen
The
King,
Dharma
the
Initiative.
book, doesn't it end in an orgy?
It does end in an
See,
orgy.
that's why I was like, oh my God, it's the same person.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen King is creepy. I'll give him that.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few recurring themes, and I've read a lot of Stephen King. I really like him as an author. There's recurring themes in it. It's like every other book has a retarded person in it.
Yeah, or like a lobotomy type.
Yeah,
type
it's
thing.
always
I've
something.
read a lot of him too.
And they they'll eat boogers. It's just like always like unnecessarily like gross,
Mhm.
fucked up, mentally challenged people. And then needless child molestation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also fat people. He loves to
Yeah.
describe
He
fat
loves
people
fat
really.
He does.
He loves to describe really gross fat people in his
Right.
books. Yeah.
She was
Did
built.
you just almost throw up?
No, I
Oh,
caught.
that's like sometimes I'll talk about like pooping or vomiting, and then she'll go because she like almost throws up.
Oh, you don't like poop
I
talk?
have a weak stomach. I'll like gag, but
Yeah,
I won't
she'll
throw
gag.
up.
Mm.
Like cleaning my toilet, almost throw up every time.
But it's
Really?
your poop.
Why? Because you just have so much fucking splattery diarrhea in it?
No,
Whoa.
There's nothing happening in my toilet bowl that would make me throw
like
up. from
thinking
looking-
of the germs. Like, did you know whenever like you're supposed to flush with the seat down? And
Yeah, because it
closed
gets on your
because-
toothbrush and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think about
Wait,
that. And
what?
the yeah.
You create a fecal tornado when every time you flush. Supposedly, it's like the particles are just flying all over the room.
and you're supposed to close.
Yeah, if
the
you like
toilet.
swab your walls, it's like you have shit everywhere. You're brushing with shit.
Well, no, I
Mythbusters.
have two separate rooms in my bathroom.
That's true.
I have the toilet room. And
That's
then
great, yeah.
So y'all
Yeah.
are broke. Yeah. So enjoy your poop tornado, Spencer. Can't relate. I was just a little shocked by that. That's all. Not
Yeah.
that happens to me, but thank you. I saw after all that news about Stephen Hawking came out, there was like a midget.
You
Whatever.
have to s-
They said midgets when they described the people. So I'm saying, she was a midget, and she
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, I was one of the ones that had to do it for him." And she showed a picture of herself, and she was like a slutty midget. But I think she was just trying to promote her OnlyFans. I don't think it was real. I went to her profile and it's like all her like shaking her ass for OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like her fucking dude, midgets have dump trucks, first of all.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
like that's what's weighing them down. It's like gravity is just pulling on their fat ass cheeks and it's stunting them. Well, no, it's like their legs couldn't form into normal legs, so it all just turned into ass. Yeah, ass and head.
Oh my
In
God,
head.
there's so much midget stuff going on. There's more midget things I have to talk about.
What?
The curious case of Natalia Grace. Have you heard about this?
The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't heard about it.
No, it sounds like a Nancy Drew book.
Yeah, I will say the name is a
Yeah.
little stupid. She had watched it before me. I started watching it this week. It's a series on HBO, like a true crime, I guess, of this girl. She was adopted when she was 6 by this like family. They're like rich family.
I do know about
Yeah,
this.
it's crazy, dude.
I don't know who to believe anymore.
I don't believe her. I don't believe Natalia.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of all the crazy shit she said when she was younger. Like she tried to kill the family and like poison the mom.
Yeah, she was whack.
And the fact that she had pubes when she was 6 was wild.
Yeah, but aren't they saying that all got disproven?
No, because the people at the hospital that she went to when she tried to kill the mom was like, yeah, she was on her period. She had
Oh.
pubes. She was trying to fuck all the male patients. She was trying to prostitute herself to all the guys. Like they had to kick her out of the mental hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that part.
It was crazy.
See,
Yeah,
I
did you
don't
watch
fucking
it?
know.
No, I was the whole thing was explained to me.
But here's the thing that really got to me. So, like they hated the kid. They moved her out. They got her age changed to 22 because they really couldn't prove how old she was. During that whole time, the mom reached out to this like midget performer on Facebook and started like sexting him.
What?
Wait, really?
Yeah, like she almost had like a fetish for it. Like it was the weirdest shit. They talk about it in the documentary.
So this is just a
Yeah.
tangential thing. It has nothing to do with Nancy, but just her mom also had a weird like proclivity for midgets.
Well, okay, so like while she's having all these problems with Natalia, she reaches out to this midget and is like, "Oh, I'm having all these problems." And then she goes, "Actually, like you're really hot."
What the fuck?
And then like you see the messages that she sends him and she goes, "I'm hot too. Like I'm really good in she goes, "I'm hot. Like if people find me really hot. I'm really good in bed." And they start like sexting.
It's funny to say that
What?
from a profile where it's like, bitch, we can see your photos.
Yeah.
Like this isn't an anonymous letter. It's just like, I'm actually really hot too. I'm hot and
Yeah.
thin. I have big tits. And it's like, let me see your thumbnail.
I know what the photos look like,
Yeah.
but I am really hot in person.
Yo, that is amazing. That should be someone's Tinder bio.
Someone said that to me,
Would they say?
that I look better in person. They're like, "Oh, I thought you were uglier."
Oh.
That's a nice compliment. That's better. I mean,
That's
it's a backhanded compliment,
it's a
but
backhanded.
it's better than the alternative.
It was
If they-
a girl. She also took a photo of me in a bikini, and then she goes, "Don't worry, I'll edit it."
That's really funny. to
I was
say.
like, I wasn't worried.
Was this before
But
you even
now
looked
I
at the
am.
photo?
What?
Was this before like her just taking it and being like,
After.
oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Don't worry, I'll edit it. You're like, I thought I
That's
looked
so funny.
good.
She got a BBL. I look like this naturally. So
Yeah.
who is winning?
Yeah, I mean, if she had kept the first part, like, "Oh, you look better in person," that would have been a compliment, but not her going and thought you were ugly. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's definitely a girl compliment.
Mm-hmm.
It's also funny to like be earlier. You were kind of like victim blaming the Stephen Hawking midget. It is funny to think
Oh,
of
yeah.
like these midgets sharing their story and being like, well, what were you wearing at the time? And then you see a picture of them. They're all dressed like Cambridge professors.
Yeah.
They're all wearing like tweed and shit. And it's like, I rest my case, Your Honor.
No, what I was saying is like her
They wanted
Instagram
to do
profile is
math.
just her promoting her OF now. So I think she
Mm.
lied. I don't think she was the midget. They
Everybody's
probably-
selling something.
Yeah, they probably silenced
Yeah,
the
for
Epstein
sure.
midgets for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it's also like, are we sure? It's like, Steven, those aren't midgets. Those are children.
Yeah, he's like,
Ooh,
I
Yeah.
thought they were.
Yeah. He just wanted
Midgets.
big-headed children.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like, damn, you thought you were the smartest man in the world. Like, we
Yeah.
really got you.
Yeah.
Creepy
Maybe
shit.
that's what they tell themselves to get away with it and be like, dude, I'm not fucking a kid. It's a young-looking midget.
Yeah.
I would oh my God, I had no idea. He's how old? I thought that was a 35-year-old
That
midget.
is such
I'm
a
so
good
sorry.
spin for the whole thing. You should work on the Epstein,
Yeah.
publicity case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If they
I like that.
hire
and you
me,
look like you
know?
would too.
Oh,
You look
we're
like
back
you
to
would be
that.
in Succession.
Oh,
Right?
that is true.
Yeah.
That's good.
On our way here, I was like, Spencer looks like in Road Rage. She's like, you've got to be kidding me, bro. Meh.
I love that I'm getting angry and I'm saying bro, but I'm still like a bitch about it.
Yeah, that's like
I'm
the
like,
whole
oh,
vibe.
what? That's my vibe?
No, just the vibe in my head.
No,
Oh, okay.
Grace does this to me all the time. We go out like in public and she just shits on me to the people who work there.
Oh, yeah. It's like the best thing ever.
She did it at the movies the other day.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, if you just give this girl a bottle of canola oil, she'll eat it on Xanax. And they're like, what?
Well, it's just like, all right, theater 9.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead.
literally what happened.
Why are you telling me this?
No, he was kind of into it.
No, he was into it. He
Yeah.
was like, oh, Xanax, I don't have any. And we're like, are you going to rape us? Like, I don't know, but whatever. It all started because I really hate movie popcorn butter. It's not butter. I feel like it genuinely is canola oil.
Yeah. I don't believe it's butter.
Like when they're
I
like, do you
can't-
want butter? And you're like, yeah. And then you see them pour out this oil onto it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, it's not butter. So we went to go see The Iron Claw.
Best
Amazing
movie
movie.
on
I
Earth.
saw it. Yeah. Per your recommendation.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's
Yeah.
so
Did you love
sad.
it?
Can I tell you something funny? I went with Ben Gordon and we went yesterday. What day is today? It's Monday. We went on Saturday. And we went and sat down and it was reserved seating. And there was these 3 really cute girls that we're going to have to sit next to. And so before the movie started, the girl turned to me and was like, are you excited? And then we just had like classic, cutesy banter before the movie starting. And
Wow, what
she was
a
like, are you going
slut,
to
am I
cry? And I'm
right?
just like,
She's talking to random people
I
at the
know,
movies.
I
God,
Yeah.
she's asking for it. All right.
so we're chatting. It's a little flirtatious, and then the movie starts, and that's the only thing that ended the conversation. When she goes like, "Okay, enjoy," and I'm like, you too, and then it starts. And so usually, if you have an interaction like that, it would stand to reason that when the movie ends, we'll continue. Oh, so like, what'd you think? But by the time the movie ended, her and her friends were like ugly crying next to us,
That was us.
Yeah.
and so there was no like, I didn't want to be like, "Hey, it was really nice to meet you. We should hang out sometime."
Yeah.
But also, and maybe this is an age, I had to fart so bad.
Oh,
I was like, I
my
need to get
God.
out of here immediately. I went to the bathroom twice, not to pee, but to fart during that movie.
Wow.
Because of all the canola oil.
No, I
Dude.
wasn't even eating popcorn.
You're just farting naturally?
So much.
I'm really jealous.
The whole drive over here. Weirdly, I don't have to now.
It's because
Yeah,
you already let it out
yeah.
earlier.
I know. That's what
probably.
it is.
Yeah.
We just make you calm.
Yeah, it is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's why my eyes are turning a calm blue because I feel
Oh,
relaxed.
Gross. Creepy. We thought the movie was just about hot guys.
Yeah. And we didn't cry the whole time because we saw every death coming. Like
It was very obvious
Yeah.
when someone was gonna die.
yeah.
But
and
really the
we
scene at the
we
end-
saw the hint and we'll be like, not again.
Yeah.
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 Like
I
we
didn't know the
s-
story at all.
Neither do we. We
Well,
saw
no.
David dying from a fucking mile away though.
What?
Yeah.
He was the one that was least, he just went to Japan.
No, he threw up in the toilet.
He threw up blood.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert. He threw up in the toilet and then
Oh,
he
that's right.
goes, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Go to the doctor?" And then they just laugh. Boom, dead.
Oh,
The
wow.
other one,
I would
like,
think I was farting during that scene. I don't
Oh
remember
my
that at all.
God.
I don't remember
See,
that at all.
then they
It's
go,
at fucking Kevin's wedding.
yeah, and then he goes,
I was
Kevin
farting. I
goes,
don't
"You
remember
have to
this.
take care of Mike. He's too hard on him." Boom, kills himself.
Yeah.
Then the other guy gives the dad the gun and he goes, "You have to shoot it." Boom, he kills himself with that gun. Come on,
Yeah.
guys. Film 101.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. The scene that really made us cry was like when
He said the last scene.
yeah, he's like, I used to be a brother, but I'm not anymore.
Yeah, I was like,
Mhm.
okay, me.
Or were you farting during that? Because
Yeah,
you
no,
seem,
I caught that
you seem
part.
to
I was
literally
not-
have no recollection
No,
of
I
anything
remember
we're
that
talking
part.
about.
I
Like,
watched that part.
you're looking at us like we're dumb. Like you're just,
No, I remember. He goes,
He's
I used
like,
to be a brother, but I'm not
mm.
anymore.
Also, I ordered this book from A24 and we got posters of David, signed posters.
Well, he's dead, but someone
But
wrote David Von
David-
Erich.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
It's
actor.
printed David Von Erich.
The
No,
actor.
it's signed by
Oh, really?
somebody.
But
Wait, the
Yeah.
actor is signing it David Von
I
Erich?
think
Yeah,
so, yeah.
that's what it's supposed
Which is
to
a
be.
little weird, but
Whatever, dude.
he is hot.
He's hot. So,
So
we're,
That's
we don't
so
care.
weird.
Put it
Yeah.
up.
That's like Jamie Foxx signing a picture of Ray Charles.
Yeah,
and giving
that's
it
so
to you.
true.
That's so weird to do.
Austin Butler's like Elvis.
Elvis.
Which, by the way, he 100% wants to be Elvis.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Priscilla? Oh, yeah,
No.
you're a guy.
Yeah.
What kind of movies do you watch? Like Die Hard?
Never seen it.
I've never
Isn't that
seen it
wild?
either.
Yeah.
Oh, we should all watch it right
I
now.
watch Manchester by the Sea a lot. You know
That is my favorite movie.
It's incredible.
Do you really watch it a lot?
I love it. Yeah,
Ugh.
I have like the orchestra songs from the soundtrack that I listen to regularly.
That song. Have you
Yeah.
seen that movie?
I saw most of it. I
Yeah.
got really sad.
Wait,
and I
you
had
told
to
me-
change it.
I told you to watch. When did you stop watching it?
Uh,
That's not a watch a little bit of it movie.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. It was too sad.
Did you get to where he sees Randy and she's pushing the stroller and she goes, "I should burn in hell for the things I said to you"?
And he's like, I just can't beat it.
Oh, at the end. Come on.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
get
can't
to
be-
the end. I almost did.
That's me. That's me when somebody asked me to stop vaping.
True. I just can't beat it.
I can't beat it.
I can't beat it.
Can't
That
beat
is a really good movie.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Never been to Massachusetts, but every time I'm in Pennsylvania, I'm like, I'm so Manchester by the Sea right now.
Not the same.
Not the same.
No.
Just heavily wooded Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's like the closest I've ever been though. So.
Yeah. What do you do in Pennsylvania?
That's where Mario's family lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's a
They
lot of
always
rednecks.
bring me chocolate.
Is that what? Oh, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
No, it's outside Pittsburgh. It's this place called Cannonsburg, and they have their own chocolate like place called Sarah's. It's the best chocolate in the world.
Oh, lovely. Do you
We don't.
I have some
any.
at my house.
Do you?
Yeah, you want to come over?
let's go over?
You can fart.
Yeah.
I don't. I said I don't need to now.
Yeah, but
yeah,
once
but
you
she
have the-
loves farting and stuff.
Yeah, I love farting.
I do too. I do. I enjoy this too.
Yeah.
I love fart. I love a good diarrhea. You know.
Oh my god, I love a good diarrhea.
Dude,
Ugh.
you won't ever get this. This is graphic. I'm sorry, but this is for her. I know you don't like this stuff. You'll never know what it's like to like cum on top of your poop. It's just the ultimate like talk about just cleaning out the refrigerator. It's just it's
And
like when you
what-
clean out the vegetable drawer of all just the rotting stuff and you get all the bad stuff out of you.
Why is that happen? Like, do you shit first and then you start masturbating and then you get up? Like,
you poop, you were scrolling, you come across one of your guys' photos, and then you go and just immediately. No, but you, yeah, it's like you pooped, you were on your phone, and then you go, well, I'm not ready to leave this room yet. What else
so
can
that's
I
why
do
guys
while I'm
take
here?
forever in the bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes.
why. And you make all those weird sounds like.
Oh,
What?
dudes love that shit. When you're
Oh.
fucking
Yeah.
when you're brushing your teeth. God,
Yeah.
y'all are
Oh, yeah,
nasty.
because the gag thing, and then you do, yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
You do that as well?
Yeah.
I don't know
See?
how to-
God, every man.
Do you guys not do
man.
that?
Girls don't do
No.
that. We don't go when we're brushing our teeth. Like
Yeah.
what?
Suck
Yeah.
a cock.
That's work.
Oh my god. You know what? I've said and seen a lot of dirty shit in my life, but I've never heard of cum on top
Yeah,
of
that's
diarrhea.
It's not an
pretty
every
crazy.
time thing. It's not an every time thing.
I'm being
It's
honest.
for special occasions.
I look at you differently now.
Do you really?
Yeah, like I think less of you.
Really?
Oh my
for coming
God,
on my poop?
less of him?
Yes. You think the same of him after
She
hearing
thinks
me?
more
yeah.
highly.
It came on top of his
Thank you.
diarrhea,
Well, I didn't say diarrhea.
but it
Although-
was.
People do crazy stuff sometimes.
Men mostly
I've heard you
diarrhea.
had have sex to
Men
Mamma Mia.
mostly diarrhea.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say that louder into the microphone.
Sorry,
Oh,
Sam.
I said I've heard her have sex to Mamma Mia before. So
The Mamma Mia soundtrack?
Yes, the Mamma Mia soundtrack.
I don't know.
White
I've never
people
seen Mamma
rise
Mia.
up.
No,
Let's
no.
go.
I'm a Hamilton guy myself.
oh,
but-
she
So am
loves
I.
that too.
Oh, it's so good. You know,
Yeah.
I've gotten tickets to Hamilton like 4 times, and I've only seen it twice
Oh.
because I couldn't go the 2 other times.
That's such
I've
a white
seen
guy
it
flex.
once.
Is it?
I've seen it once in Chicago. It was cool.
I saw the first time I saw it was in Chicago. You
Yeah,
know
I
what's
love
funny? I didn't
Chicago.
know it was a musical. The girl I was dating at the time, she lived in Chicago, and she had got me a surprise for Christmas, and so we take a cab downtown, and I'd been talking about Hamilton, and we get
Mhm.
out of the cab, and I go, "So what's the surprise?" And we're like, "Downtown, there's people everywhere," and she goes, "You still don't know, really?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "Turn around," and I couldn't, and then I see the Hamilton, marquee thing, and I was like, "Oh, great!" I thought it was just a play about the Revolutionary War. And
That's
it-
why you liked it.
Yeah, if you had asked me, I thought the whole point was it was all black actors playing Revolutionary War people and the founding fathers. Then we went in and it started with the music, and I was just like, oh, it's a musical. But I'll be honest, this is how good Hamilton is. 5 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is a musical.
Yeah.
This
It's a
is
good
good.
one. It's good.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I didn't know what it was at all. My friend just took me and I was confused for the first half. And then I was like, what's happening?
I mean, it's catchy, I will say.
It's some of the best music I've ever heard in my life.
Also, like, that's such a white guy flex or like white person flex. Like, that's how they brag to each other. They go, oh, I've gotten Hamilton tickets 4 times. And the other white person goes, damn you, I had to be on the waiting list for years. You know what I mean? Like, that's like stocks and trading to some people. Like, it's always the Hamilton. But yeah, it's really good. It hits hard. Yeah, Mamma Mia soundtrack, fucking music for sure.
Yeah, what was there a particular track?
Here I go again.
And it's you putting this on, not Mario Tanti, not your
this is before I even met
Italian boyfriend.
Is that an
no?
Italian
This is when we
song?
lived
Isn't
together.
Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia.
I mean, it's a movie set in Greece, so
I know that part always kind of confused me.
It's a wedding in Greece. No, this is like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lived together. Grace would always have boys over.
Yeah.
And one of my dogs bit one of them.
It's true.
Remember that time your dog bit Grace and I talked about it on a show and I got you guys in a big fight because you got mad at Grace for telling me that your dog bit her.
Yeah, because
and I talked about it for 10 minutes because I didn't want to bomb.
Yeah, because you say everything on stage. You tell Spencer something, he'll go.
Yes, Spencer's got a loud mouth.
Not if you say it's a secret. I'm like so baffled by how
Spencer, everything we tell you is a secret.
Yeah, some shit is
on
like
a podcast. What are you talking about?
Common sense, some shit. Like I brought this guy on a date.
She had stitches on her face.
No,
you literally had stitches on your face. I thought I was addressing an elephant in the room. I didn't think I was spilling secrets.
I was telling a different story.
Yeah, go to that story. It's a better story.
Also, me and Grace have never gotten in like a big fight.
Yeah, she was in a fight with you, not me.
Oh yeah.
No, you were mad at Grace.
Really? But like for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it lasted.
That's like a lifetime to men.
No, I go on this date. I never go on dates, and I bring him to my show because he wanted to go. And I tell Spencer, like in the corner, whispering to him. And then he goes on stage before he brings me up and tells everyone that I'm on a date and points out the guy and like points at him.
Bet it killed. I don't remember.
And that was the guy who
crush
killed the date.
Yeah.
No, we had sex.
That was the weird guy with the pussy afterlife thing.
Yeah.
Pussy afterlife?
Yeah.
He sent me this crazy text. He said he wanted to take my pussy to the afterlife. And I'll read it to you.
I love that he thinks in heaven you got to bring your own pussy.
Yeah.
Like he gets is there any pussy around here? It's like, oh my gosh, BYOP.
Yeah.
You didn't bring your own pussy. You can fuck Peter. You can fuck Saint Peter if you want to.
Okay, here it is. This is going to sound whatever. You have perhaps one of the best tasting vaginas I've ever come across. Truly. If there's a heaven and vaginas are out there and about in heaven, as they should be, then I would like to believe there'll be Dulce Mac vaginas. Little Dulce vaginas flying around with angel wings. Now that's a heaven we can get behind.
Emphasis on get behind.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. You know what I like too? You screenshotted that. At the time, you didn't screenshot it to make fun of this guy. At the time, you were so flattered. That's why you screenshotted it.
No,
that's so
really?
creepy.
It was 4 months. It is 4 months after we hooked up.
Oh, okay. That is bizarre.
I was like, it was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, he sent
Does he know he could have just said, hey?
Yeah. I
Break
don't
4
know.
months of silence
But
with
then,
that.
like, we talked about it on the podcast, and he like found it.
He didn't have social media at all, like you, before 2020.
Uh-huh.
And then he made a fucking Instagram, stalked me, found the video, sent it to me. And I was like, oops. That's the last time I talked to him.
What did he say about it when he saw that video?
He said like, whatever, I know that's the best text you've ever received or something.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Because I was like, I wouldn't say that, but I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, man, it's not bad. It's not a bad compliment. Yeah.
All the guys are fucking defending him. They're
I
like,
mean, if
it's
I
in the
got that
right.
time, I'm just trying to think of it in reverse. If some
It's
girl,
not a backhanded compliment. He was complimenting.
Yeah.
In poetry.
think your lady friends take photos of you and say, "Don't worry, I'll edit it." Guys send them fucking talk about how they want your pussy to have feathery wings so that they can just pluck one out of the sky and fuck it.
It was too much, guys.
I would
That's
love that text about my dick. That'd be so nice.
All right, we'll craft one for you.
We'll craft one.
Yeah.
If somebody sent me a text and was like, "I hope heaven is just me in a pit writhing around with worms, but instead of worms, it's your cocks."
Oh my God. No way. If someone sent that to you, you would be like, she's creepy.
Not if she's really hot.
I think I would reread it no less than 25 times.
For sure.
Yeah.
Then you'd jack off on your poop to
I
it.
would, 1,000%.
And then you'd be like,
Yeah.
she's creepy, I'm blocking her. That's the cycle of
Yeah.
events.
That nonverbal prompt you just gave. Oh, that was to you. Oh, you guys are
No.
No.
I think-
No prompts, just had to hit my vape.
okay.
We are at our time though.
Can I hit the vape?
Yeah.
Let's all hit Grace's vape.
Yeah. Do you vape?
I can't beat it. I've been doing these. I've been doing these Zens
Yeah. What
because
are
I was starting to
those?
feel the vape in my lungs a bit. It's like a dip pouch, but it's synthetic.
It's
It's
something
not.
evil people do.
Yeah, I've seen a few evil people carry those around.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope if nothing else, this last hour has proven that I'm a good guy.
Yeah,
Guys, Spencer
good
Cavins,
guy.
one of the good ones.
Yeah.
possibly.
And not a robot.
And
guess.
he's
Clip it.
definitely he's definitely not in the witness protection program, even though he has zero social media presence.
Guys,
He has no life behind his eyes.
And he only has clips on his Instagram.
it is funny to be like, yeah, this guy, I mean, you cannot find him. He has like no social media presence, but I'm like actively trying all the time.
Yeah, you're like posting your clips.
Please go
Clips
like
don't
his
count.
clips.
It's not my fault.
Go like his clips or he'll go jack off while he shits.
No, don't lie. They're bad, but I will do that. I'll do that second part.
No, I've seen the clips. They're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fine.
As good as any of the
Yeah,
other
they're
bullshit
definitely
that's-
a man talking.
Okay, dude. You guys, you got hurt once by a Native American guy under a teepee.
Oh,
And now this is how you
my
treat all
God.
of us.
You know what? You want to know what the Native American guy said to me?
What?
So I had met him in middle school and then we went to different high schools and like
Mhm.
he had like asked me for nudes. So I went on Tumblr and searched like, I've never admitted this before. This is like deep. It's like bad. I searched like in the tags in Tumblr, like thick white girl. Because I knew I couldn't get away with like anything else. Like that was the least. And I found some girl and I like sent the photo to him. And after we had sex, he goes like, "You look different than in the photos you sent me."
Was the photo bigger or smaller?
Smaller. Be so for real right now.
You know what's funny? I've been in
Smaller.
this position. I've never called it out. I've known.
But you've known? So other
Yeah,
people
for
do that
sure.
too.
I've known when I'm like, oh, these pictures were a bit older.
But what about
I
not
won't-
her at all?
Oh, I've never had. That's crazy. That's so crazy, Grace.
Look, I was a child. I wasn't about to distribute child pornography.
Fair enough.
Thank you
That's
so
fair.
much.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, definitely my darkest moment. But
It's
you know,
okay.
he lives in Austin now. He works at Planet K apparently.
Oh, very cool.
The smoke shop. Yeah. So he's doing good. They're all doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I would just like to, are we ending this podcast?
We are.
Do you have anything you want to say? Any last words?
No, I enjoyed this a lot. It's always nice to see you guys.
I didn't mean any opinions. I mean, do you want to say anything about your own podcast or
No, that was an opinion so much as a
any
statement.
ending remarks?
Nah,
Give
I'm
it to-
good.
Give it all to us. Are you still doing barrels and amps?
No,
What?
I haven't done it for a few months. Yeah.
Was the last time I was there?
I think so. I think you did the last
Oh my
one.
god.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
It was supposed to be me.
Yeah, it was really bad. It's too big of a room. I mean, it's as big as like Sunset.
Yeah.
And it's almost as big as Sunset, and then it's just like, man, so it's super hit or miss. Like you have to have like, you know, at least 40 people in there for it to like really feel good. And we average like maybe 25, which is like not bad for a Thursday show that we barely promote, but like it's a huge room. So
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like doing it.
The bad thing about the show is that it was like a small amount of people, and they were like very stuck up Georgetown people.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Which
Sometimes not.
I am-
Sometimes not.
Well versed in working there. They
Yeah.
are horrible.
But you've had great times.
Yeah,
there.
but that set was so iconically bad. I
Yeah.
think about it all the time.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. bad.
It does say more about you than the crowd, but yes, it was not great.
Yeah, well, and then Patrick did really bad too. So we messaged each other about it that night. And it was just, whenever he was like talking about cum and people were like, we don't talk about that here. And he's like,
Mhm.
what, you guys don't cum in Georgetown? I've relived that moment in my head for
Yeah.
many, many times. I heard
Wow.
you had a good set though.
Yeah, I went up and talked about coming on top of my shit. They loved it.
Yeah.
Woo.
Georgetown
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, Spencer.
Yeah, we love
Thank you
you.
for
Hope you're
having
still
me.
friends with us after this.
closer now than ever, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
know about your cum poop.
All right, and
We just have one thing to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't do it together, but whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.